New game. Yada yada. Mm-hmm. I don't want it to be Japanese. Full screen. Sorry. They are chained. Hide around your feet. Someone is trapped you here. We try to remember what happened before you lost consciousness, but you can't recall anything. We must investigate the surroundings first. The room is surrounded by four walls without any windows. It's weirdly cleaned up. No ashes or sand can be seen. Looks like a prison built by a germaphobe. Where to investigate next? No signal. It might be in a remote place or underground. Mattress. There's a mattress on the floor. The mattress feels real hard to climb. Meal. Near the door is serving spaghetti with tomato sauce and a bottle of water. Also, a round plate, plastic fork that is completely harmless, attached. The warmth feels like it was the same not long ago. We're to investigate next. These are the keyhole, but you see nothing outside. I wonder where I am. An investigation. Duh. What's the next map? Mimics are messy and dirty with food. You can't hear any sounds other than your own breathing. The soundproofing in this room is really good. Yep. What is going on? You open your eyes after hearing some noises. A tall man wearing a mask is squatting on the ground and looking at you with his head tilted. He looks extremely displeased. You notice the mop and bucket he brought with him. Why did you not ignore your questions? After a while, the room became clean. He doesn't forget to spray alcohol everywhere to disinfect when he's done. What's the point in that? The first day passed. You feel very hungry. There's been no food or water sent here since yesterday. Sometimes when you're hungry, sometimes when you're so hungry your stomach hurts, you can only use your arms to press your stomach harder to relieve the pain. Footsteps getting closer to you. You feel that your body is here. It seems like someone has picked you up. You think it would be great if it's at least coming to rescue you. Possibility makes you fall asleep in peace. Oh no. But you never wake up again. That was a quick death. Bad ending 6 out of 1. Messy is unacceptable. Immediate death. Was a severe headache, yada yada. Changing your feet, someone trapped you into your you try to remember. An investigation, we already went through that. What's next move? Yell for help. Nobody answers. Then sleep. Doesn't even like sleep. You lie on the bed, you try to sleep under this condition. Maybe it's the fatigue caused by nervousness, but you still fall asleep. You open your eyes after hearing some noises. I already went through this. He points to the plate on the floor, indicating that you should finish your meal quickly. Thinking that this strange you shake your head. He looks quite distressed.
You can't die. Not now.
He slowly speaks with a deep and steady
The
voice.
freezer is full. The freezer is full, and there's no space for more. 7 days. There won't be space until 7 days later. If you die now, you'll rot.
Have 7 days left to live. He nods and walks out of the door. Wait, you can't just leave me here like this, please. Your cries can't stop the door from closing. Day 1 night, let's investigate the surroundings first. Meal. Bread and a bottle of water. Door. You peek outside the keyhole. You see the shadow. Jesus Christ, you see the shadow of a man walking around. Seems to be busy with something. What is he doing? Mattress. Sleep to end the day, yeah. Please try to improve your survival rate within 7 days. Day 2, morning. Let's investigate and look around. Meal. Empty plate. Door. You check the keyhole. You seem to see something. You see that there is a vague figure at the sense something wrong and realize what that is after narrow artwork made of the human body, not by a human being, not a human being. Oh. You hear the door open. You slowly push the door, and there's no trace of the strange man. First, you go to the room with a large freezer, sink, and operating table. Then you open another heavy door. You find yourself in a room full of glass display jars. The jars are all filled with specimens from human body parts. Ears, teeth, eyes, tongue. It's like you're in an art museum. Could it be that you want to hallucinate material for your specimen artwork? You're thinking. You see things. Say all the curse words you can think of in your life. Raise your fist and smash it against the glass cabinet. But just before your fist has the wrist is grabbed by someone. You slowly realize that the man is already standing behind
The
you.
last thing I welcome is an uneducated person like you.
You feel it pulling with your abdomen. Slow down. Oh. He cleans up carefully. After developing, he uses strong acid he buries in the garden. Dignity on his face. Bad ending to material. Damn. See what else I can do. Skip all this. Investigation. Yell for help. Nobody answers. Listen. Sleep. Yes.
You can't die.
We've been through all this.
Not now.
He slowly speaks with a deep and steady voice.
The freezer is full.
Don't do that.
The 7 days. There won't be space if you die now. You'll rot.
Cries can't stop the door from closing. Have to go straight to sleep. Nothing else we can do. Yell for help. Not for yelling. Move. The door opens over. There's a man. Go through the rooms. Admire the artworks. You look around and admire his work with relish.
Interesting.
I did not mean to skip that. You hear a voice coming from the corner. It turns out the man has been watching you from a blind spot behind the glass cabinet. I like them, they're so beautiful. The man goes silent with his head tilted forward a couple seconds after hearing your comment. He seems to be thinking
Don't you
about
consider
something.
it cruel or bloodthirsty to them?
No, I feel nothing at all.
You're such a weirdo.
Yep. You think, aren't you talking about yourself? After you have a tour of his display room, he locks you back in the small room you were in. You go to sleep in the end, to end the day. Okay, we survived. Night 3. Until noon, you don't see breakfast or lunch being delivered. You're already starving. You're waiting for him to bring dinner. Instead, you hear the door was opened. The light shines through the crack of the half-open door, looking like an intriguing invitation. You open the door and walk into that light. First, this time the operating table is not empty. There's a frosting human corpse on it. The man pops out of somewhere. He unties the iron chains from your feet and hands the surgical knife in his hand to you.
First,
Ooh.
where do you think the first cut should be?
His voice tone sounds cold, like the kind of teacher who gives the students hard questions on purpose. Maybe beautiful works always come with some sacrifice. Without hesitation, you stab the abdomen of the corpse with a knife. But due to a lack of professionalism, the lines you cut are crooked and ugly. Oh man. And this is when he gets close behind your back. Oh god. You're both holding the surgical knife, like you two are cutting a cake together. With his hands, the lines you cut become smooth and clean. You can smell an ocean perfume on him due to how close you are. Seems to be sprayed to cover up the smell of formalin. God. You can feel his warmth with your back, but his fingers are a little cold. He's focusing on cutting the corpse, and your hand keeps moving under his lead. He could have killed you or ignored you, but he didn't. You start to speculate the purpose of his behaviors. Could it be that he wants someone who can ignore the cruelty of his in process and understand him? You think. After the happy creative time ends, you're locked in the room you are in. You go to sleep to end the day. Jesus Christ. Day 4, noon. Oh, something happening at noon. Till noon, you don't see breakfast or lunch being delivered. You're already starving. You notice that something is shining at the corner. A key. It seems like the man accidentally dropped it last night. You open the door with the key. Go past the operating table where you two spent creative time together last night. The display room. Then you discover that there are unnatural uneven marks from one of the walls in the corner. You find a trapdoor. After pushing the trapdoor, you see a normal basement storage room. At the corner of the storage room, you see a stair that goes up. Turns out that this is really an underground secret room. Hidden layer by hidden layer with trapdoor. No wonder the sound insulation is so good. You walk up the stairs and see a heavy wooden board. You push it hard. What catches your eye is the interior of a cozy cabin. Then you realize that the heavy wooden board you just pushed is the back of a bookcase. You look around and find that there are insect specimens everywhere in the cabin, and there is also a reindeer head specimen hanging on the wall. Then you walk into the living room. Then you see a young man with a handsome face and pale skin lying on the sofa. The ocean-scented perfume and the faint smell of formula emanates from his body. It's him. He's the masked man who kidnapped you, but he's not wearing a mask at this time. His sleeping face has a ferocious expression. His neck is sweating and he seems to be trembling. Looks like he's sick. This time you decide to not escape him. That's boring. You can't bear to leave him alone, so you reach out and touch his forehead. Oh, so hot. You're trying to find something that can cool him down. Let's investigate. Probably the kitchen and the freezer. There's some ice cubes. Body temperature. You find some clean towels in the kitchen cabinet. I can soak a towel in ice water and place on the patient. Jesus. Investigation, yes. Check out the living room. It's obviously clean. Where to investigate next? I think I'll be done here. Return to the living room, bringing out the excess water from a towel soaked in ice water and place it on his forehead. Treshik's expression gradually softened. You once again notice his fair skin and long eyelashes and his slightly curly black hair. If you don't stay, he's a murderer. His sleeping face is very harmless now. After a while, and he's shocked. He wakes up to the scent of your brewing cocoa and sitting on the couch. He looks a little shocked. He looks around quickly and seems to understand what is going on.
Why are you doing this?
I want to ask myself that.
You saw me faint and didn't choose to run away.
Nope.
You're such a weirdo.
Yep. Is there anyone weirder than you in this house? You can't help but bitch about him. You seem to see the corners of his mouth rising slightly for a few seconds, and the atmosphere between you relaxes. He doesn't drink the cocoa you brewed for him. It seems that he's still a little wary of you. Can you tell me who
Bloody
you are?
Painter. That's the name they gave me for my modus operandi. If you find it difficult to pronounce, you can call me BP.
Even though what he told you was just a nickname, at least you know what to call him now. After the brief conversation on the sofa, he does not lock you back in the underground secret room. Perhaps staying to take care of him when he felt ill was enough to prove that you wouldn't run away, or you won't run away. You get up from the sofa and continue looking around at the specimen decoration in the living room. He sits on the sofa, crosses his legs, picks up a book, and starts reading.
By the way, you better not try to escape. There are traps all around the cabin, and only I know how to get in and out safely.
You sit on the sofa. Soon a wave of sleepiness comes over you. Oh great, what's he gonna do? Today you fall asleep on the sofa in the living room, not in the cold underground secret room. Your survival rate increases. Okay, that's good. Day 5, morning. You see him busy cleaning and in and out of the house early in the morning. I'll come help too. After finishing speaking, you pick up the rag and bucket and join the cleaning. But you can't really see where this almost spotless house needs to be cleaned. You're just taking a clean wet rag and wiping the clean cabinet. Do you usually love cleaning this much?
It would soon be covered with a layer of dust.
You just completely skipped a bit of it. It must be cleaned like this 1 or 2 times a week, otherwise it would soon be covered in a layer of dust. Although he doesn't talk much, his tone and voice give you a gentle feeling and don't make you feel nervous. You climb up the short ladder and wipe the high cabinets with a rag. Suddenly, a cockroach crawls out from the crack in the cabinet. You are so frightened that you lose your balance and fall backwards. You close your eyes. Oh my god. But what you get is not the pain of falling on the ground, but a warm feeling of, oh my god. You open your eyes and find that he's holding you like you're a princess. He catches you with the same old cold expression on his face.
Are you all right?
Oh my god, perhaps to resolve the awkwardness, he asks. I'm alright. It was just a cockroach. He hears the word cockroach. He puts you down. He takes 2 steps back from the cabinet you just wiped and then says calmly,
Don't come near here yet.
Why?
It's dangerous.
Dangerous? You can't help but chuckle at the thought of a murderer being afraid of a cockroach. Fine, whatever you say. The interaction just now makes you feel a little warm from this cold murder. At least you see more of his reactions and expressions. This is a rare relaxation you have felt in these tense days. He could have let you fall from the ladder, but he rushed over to catch you. Somehow you feel that after these few days of getting along, maybe now you both have different ideas about each other than you originally had. It was only a clear relationship between a murderer who wanted to hunt and a prey who was trying to escape. But now it has an extra layer of friendship, causing the interaction between you to have an indescribable sense of dissonance. Just when you pick up the old newspaper and prepare to wipe the windows, you find a police car parked in the road in the distance. 2 police officers get out of the car and keep looking towards the cabin. At some point, BP is already behind you looking out the window with you.
Wait for a second.
And then he walks out of the door to talk to the police officers.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Okay. Are you Mr. Otis?
Yes, I am.
Have you ever seen these people around here? The police officer takes out some photos from his pocket.
Have these people committed a crime and are running away?
No, these people are the missing people around this area.
I haven't seen them before, but wolves and bears often appear around here.
Can we check out your cabin?
Yes, come in.
Bloody Painter behaves very kindly and politely. After speaking, he leads away for the police
Please,
officers.
follow my footsteps. I placed some traps near the cabin to protect against wild wolves and bears. You don't want to step on them.
The police officers enter the house and see you. Hello, this is...
An old friend who came to visit me recently.
You greet the police officers with a smile and a nod. At the same time, a police officer quickly looks through the missing person's photos in his hand. Then he puts the photo back into his pocket. Seems that your disappearance has not been discovered by anyone yet. You stand next to the bookcase, blocking the entrance to the secret room. After searching around the place and the police find nothing unusual and leave. His trust in you increases. Ooh, this is hilarious. God. Today you still sleep on the couch in the living room instead of the cold basement. Half asleep, you hear the sound of someone approaching. When you notice it, the person seems to be very close to you. You pretend to be asleep, and the person just looks at your sleeping face quietly. The man stretches out his hand and takes it back just as he's about to touch your hair. He turns around and leaves. God. Day 6. You see him busy in the kitchen for a while. Then breakfast is served in front of you. There's a piece of toast with just the right crispness on a large round plate, a poached egg on top of the toast, and some lettuce salad. The plating looks delicious. The drink is a cup of freshly brewed hot cocoa. The cutlery he gives you is still round plastic forks with no offensive features. You sit at the dining table and start eating while he sits on the chair opposite to you and flips through a book. Still snowing outside and listening to the squeaking sound of the fireplace, the atmosphere in the cabin is particularly comfortable. As long as you ignore the fact that you are in the same room with a murderer who kidnapped you, everything is really relaxing. You look at him, who is full of mysteries, and questions arise in your mind. Do you decide to ask carefully? Can I ask you a question?
What is it?
He sounds pissed. You ask bravely. He looks up at you.
I was going to make you into some kind of doll at first. Your eyes are beautiful, but if they are left alone, they will become rotten and sunken. So I would like to dig your eyes out and put them in a glass jar and soak them in formalin to preserve them. Glass beads will be placed in the empty eye sockets to replace the eyes. You
Go
look
for it.
very pleasing to the eye, so I would also like to keep the head intact. You're welcome.
Ooh. Why did he say that first? Has his mind changed? Oh my god, you're curious, but you don't have the guts to ask any further.
Usually, I would read some anatomy and taxidermy books, but today is different.
Oh? What are you reading today?
The Truman Show.
What is the book like?
The whole world that the protagonist lives in, including himself, is all just someone's creation. Everything that happens is watched by the audience, and there is no privacy at all. But he is completely unaware that he is in such a large theater. Very ridiculous, right? I can't imagine this to happen in reality, or to me. If our world was like the Truman Show, how would the audience view the current situation?
No idea.
Excited? Why?
They may be attracted by your charm and want to be killed by you.
Incomprehensible. But what a bunch of weirdos with good taste.
Oh my god. It's hard to tell from his poker face whether he's seriously boasting or joking. You pick up the book next to you and start flipping through the page. It's a book about the possibility of having a completely opposite version of yourself in a parallel world. If there is a complete opposite version of you, what do you think it would be like?
Oh, that book. Let me think. Probably a guy wearing a burgundy coat and always having a smile on his face.
Why is it a burgundy
Because
coat?
I like blue. If he is the opposite of me, he should like red, right?
He has a point. I saw many potted plants on the shelves in the living room, but why are they all withered?
I have tried my best. I don't know why they always die.
6 noon. Oh wow. It's noontime. Thank you for making breakfast for me today. Let me make lunch in return. He frowns at you with an expression like, are you out of your mind? Don't worry, you said that there are traps outside the house. Only you know how to get in and out normally. Even if I resist you with a knife, I can't escape.
Okay, but I'll keep an eye on you. Don't try anything stupid.
God, great. As for what to cook and the ingredients, well, that idea flashes through your head, and curiosity makes you ask. Do you eat human flesh?
No, why would I do that? I just use human bodies as materials for making art, and I never think about eating them.
I thought you murderers all had some kind of degree of cannibalism.
Let's put it this way. Do you eat paint and painting tools? Just because I kill people to use as materials to make works doesn't mean I will eat them. Also, I'm different from those who have fun committing a crime and kill purely for the sake of killing. Don't confuse me with that kind of unprincipled guy. I wouldn't do anything unless necessary.
Yeah.
You are here
There you go,
only
Alan.
because you witnessed the crime scene.
I see. After hearing this, you decide to cook a common dish. I'm not going to be mean to him. Look at the ingredients in the refrigerator. There are eggs, tomatoes, white rice, and curry powder in the shelf. Okay, I've decided. You turn on the oven and turn on the stove, not the oven. And Bloody Painter watches the entire production process. Rather than worrying about you escaping, he more worried about you blowing up the kitchen. Ooh. Nice. He stares at the omelet rice without saying a word. Don't worry, there is no poison. Weren't you watching the whole process? He starts to move after you finish speaking. He takes a spoonful of the omelet rice and puts it in his mouth. Oh my God. What do you think?
It's surprisingly quite delicious.
Jeez. What's
Nothing.
wrong?
It's just that no one has cooked for me for a long time.
Jesus. I can make you more if you like. You had a fairly pleasant afternoon.
Hey!
Late at night, you're woken up from your sleep by the man. His face is close to you and his blue eyes are staring at you. What's wrong? You sit up on the couch and rub your eyes.
Got to go. I've
Got to
noticed
go.
something unusual about the number of police cars patrolling nearby recently. They must have some relevant evidence and are doubting it. It is very likely there is an ambush outside. It's snowing heavily outside now, and I think it's time to leave now. Come with me or not, it's your choice.
Sitting here. Why not? What do you want me to do? I'm fine with both choices, but I need you to look at me in the eyes and tell me, what do you prefer me to do? Oh my God.
I prefer.
He hesitates to speak and looks away, looking like he's thinking about something.
If I take you with me, you might become a burden in the process. But if I don't take you, it will be even worse if you reveal my information to the police.
He called.
So you might as well come with me. Follow my footsteps.
He has a really nice mask. You follow the sheep from sea leaves on the snow and finally succeed in avoiding the many traps around the cabin. Just as you are walking through the forest, you hear movement behind you. Freeze. In the snowstorm, several policemen who were lying in ambush chase after you. You ignore them and keep running forward. Bang! Gunshots shoot across the sky and you feel a pain in your left calf. You are shot in the eye. Jesus Christ. He holds you in his arms. Then you feel a pain in your back. The hand he is holding around you from behind is a sharp blade. He pierces your body with that sharp blade over and over again until you lose consciousness. Everything becomes dark until just now you realize that you chose to fall. Oh gosh. You wake up from a nightmare. Oh God. opens the door. 2 years after that night 2 years ago, even after you were shot in the leg, the two of you continue to run forward in the snow. Fortunately, the wind and snow were strong enough to cover up your whereabouts, so you were not caught up. After that, you came to another remote mountainous area and rented another cabin.
I heard someone talk very frequently in her sleep.
God, I was just having a nightmare. Oh. He sits on the edge of the bed and strokes your cheek, his forehead touching yours gently.
Don't worry, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Oh my
There's nothing more dangerous than me here.
Yes, right. If you are just an ordinary person, you should be worried about the murder living under the same roof as you now, rather than a nightmare. But you are not an ordinary person. You are as cold-blooded and emotionless as him. You two are equally evil, but this makes you both find a sense of belonging in another. Living with others made him feel uncomfortable at first. Living with a crazy person like him doesn't make him feel uncomfortable. Because you can always quickly know what the other person is thinking. And you all would also know clearly where the other person's boundary is. You live under the same roof, but you don't interfere with each other. He continues to commit crimes, and you sometimes partake on a whim. You have each other by the short hairs, and you know that if you expose each other's crimes to the public, then you will be finished too. So you more or less cover each other. You have a strange symbiotic relationship where you sometimes dislike each other and sometimes deceive each other. But you also have absolute trust in each other. Two madmen keeping each other company. Yep. Good ending. Four-ish. That's where I'm gonna end it.